Ah, you love to see it. There was apparently a recent update, and I had to be moved to the nearest station, and my ongoing orders got canceled and everything got reset. That's my favorite after I blow up literally everything, literally everywhere. So, yeah. But, there it is. So I wonder, let me check on what update that was. Well, there's no news on the Steam forums, so I wonder if the game just realized that I had blown everything up so hard and it was like, we need to reset because it had a little glitch. But anyway, $127,000, and we need, another, what is that, 170,000 to get Has 3, and then another 400,000 to get military force. So we're looking at still raising another $500,000, but now the pressure's on to not blow anything up. Now that we've blown everything up. So let's take a look-see and see what we have on the job table here. Also love it when the game feels sentient and is like, you liked to blow a lot of things up recently. Have more stuff to blow up, because there's a lot of hazmat on this. And I'm seeing the classic, easy, simple City Southwest run, and then also there's some stuff for the machine factory. Although I don't want to put 4 jobs together. That sounds like a pain in the butt. That's how we made a 2-hour episode last time. So maybe, do we just do the one? Well, the one's already 675 tons. I guess we need to go see what kind of motive power we have, but we'll definitely do that. And then maybe we'll add just the diesel onto it. Yeah, and then we'll go see what kind of motive power we have today. Last episode was a bit of a fever dream, and I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope it's not been taken down on copyright grounds. I did that cover of TNT, and when I posted it on Heist Studio, it got insta-nuked because it recognized the melody despite it being in a slightly different key and all that sort of stuff. So, okay, we've got a big choo-choo of a 282-ish, 284? 284-ish variety. Not that we've not changed wheel arrangements on choo-choos. We got a pair of DH4s and a DE6. Well, I guess we're taking the steam engine then. I mean, no questions asked. And then we gotta figure out where these trains are. So, I mean, I guess with the bonus times being so long, 90 minutes, 103 minutes, it probably would not hurt for me to just go put the jobs in and just do the thing. But anyway, and I've got the regular shovel back out because that's what I use to fire things up quickly during memes. So let's get this thing lit off and get ready to rock here. All right, give it a little blower. And start getting some appliances running. I think the Berkshire variety is basically the normal 282. It just got the extra trailing wheel, which means the adhesion's just a little worse. Which, Lord knows, a couple episodes ago was quite the chore. So we'll see how this goes. And the game also feels pretty laggy. I'm not sure what it is, if it's the fog or what. Yeah, I'm getting 20 FPS right now. That's pretty unusual. Usually the game runs pretty smoothly, but it'll probably get better once we leave the harbor and or once the weather gets better. Alright. May as well take the engine part way over there. And it sounds like the air's gotten all the way pumped up, so here we go. I always forget about the reverb in the roundhouse. Oh boy. Already gonna be slippery, huh? Don't be so Slurpy. We've got our cylinder cocks open. Sneak onto the table here. And the S282, I mean, it's always a smidgen of a chore to park on the turntable because it like barely fits. tunk. There we go. All right. I was like, why is it slipping already? Oh yeah, Satyric's mod. That's the thing. Right. Oh, we didn't get the dynamo turned on. That would be an expedient thing for me to do, seeing as it's very dark out. There we go. And then we should probably grab our lanterns. It is dark. Oh, I only have the one on me. Okay, well, it means the other ones are in lost and found again for reasons. That's not very good. Tried putting it there. There we go. That's pretty usable. Yeah, I guess we'll run this back over towards kind of the E-yard and go from there. See what we can see. Can't believe I've been basically doing this series for a year now. It's ridiculous. And the funny thing is, in that time, like, Derail Valley doesn't take as much time to record and play as Railroader does. Like, nowhere near. And so, like, I've already got about half of my Derail Valley playtime in Railroader in the 7 months it's been out versus, versus Derail Valley, which, you know, it's been out for quite some time. Obviously, early access, everything. But, I mean, I've had it since, like, 2019, I think. It's been a long time I've had the game, but I'm kind of amazed I don't have more playtime in it. Okay, we're gonna go get on the train and, well, I guess we're gonna go find the train, and then we'll go get on it. Oh, that's right. We're gonna have to watch out for switches that I just lined every which single way. Yeah, that it's very fun to get to blow everything up in the yard, but it does come with some hazards, obviously, other than the explosions themselves. Quit it, you. Should probably close the damper, but here we are. So it's a bunch of... I wouldn't be surprised if this 15-car oil-gas train... I guess it's just diesel fuel. Oh, both of them are just diesel fuel. I wouldn't be surprised if that diesel fuel train spawns over in the D yard or something. But everything's lined towards E yard. So I guess I'll just pull up, stop next to the station and just turn the jobs in so I don't have to look around. Maybe I'll roll the, go for a little nap first. See if the addition of sun will save some of the lighting cost, because goodness. I mean, it's doing 15 FPS right now. That's very choppy. I don't know what that's about, because my PC should be blowing right through this game. But anyway. Hey, look, there's a pair of lamps in the, they're multiplying? I only had 3, now there's 5? I mean, I'll take it, but goodness. Maybe that's why the game was lagging so much. There's a million lanterns in the office. Let's see, what time is it? Yeah, we would like it to sleep until it is the morning, and then we'll see you there. All right, daylight is cascading through the windows, and the frame rate still sucks. That's a wee bit annoying, but what are you gonna do? Guess we'll just put these in and start the clock. It's on the E5. Okay, that's convenient. And then if it's this in the E-yard as well, love that. E10 and E5. I guess we'll put these cars right behind the engine because they're a little bit further along. Machine factory. And then we'll grab the stuff for City Southwest next. Okay. Oh, look at my choo-choo having basically reset itself because time. I wonder if it's got things turned on. Probably not. Yeah, no. Wake back up, all the things. The cue should have been that the dynamo was turned off. Oh boy, I'm gonna love this Berkshire. I can smell it. And this frame rate. Goodness. Okay, so we want to go to the E10 first and then the E5. I didn't make an E10, but they did make E5s. What cool locomotives. E-type diesels from EMD. Streamliners that I guess are probably a little bit less well-known than F-units. Or as we seem to call them every time these days, the F-units. But the E's are the bigger cousins. 6-axle. And usually have 2 engines in them, at least when they were built. I know UP converted theirs to have only a single prime mover in it, but part of the reason why they put 2 prime movers in them in the first place was that the horsepower on them was so garbage back in the day. Probably would have been built all of them with 567s. So an old 567, I mean, it's amazing. You look up stuff about like the FTs, some of the first commonly widespread EMD power, and it's just like, wow, you're just garbage. I think I want to say the FTs were like 1,000 horsepower a piece, and it's like, well, no wonder they didn't care for diesel at all when they first got them, you know? But nowadays, I mean, a single road engine's 4,400 horsepower. And they usually have fewer cylinders than the 1,000 horsepower ones did. It's kind of silly how that stuff works out like that. I think part of that is the cubic inch got bigger. You know, yes, the cubic inch became more than a cubic inch. Sentences are hard. The displacement of the engine block got bigger, so they needed fewer cylinders. Oh god, we just set the railroad on fire again. Somebody commented on one of the last videos that, yeah, the steam engine will absolutely do that. And that's interesting, because I've not had it do that much. Although now it's setting fire to, oh boy. Don't do this to us. Smother your own fire, you obnoxious train. Yeah, those cars are on fire, basically. And they're loaded with chemicals and they're taking damage. I hope those don't go boom, because that would be a very bad day. Why is the frame rate so bad? Well, you see, you're trying to burn down the entire harbor. Getting into debt already. I'm not even hauling that. I wonder if that's because my fire doors are open? I wonder if that's the penalty for leaving your fire door open. Fine. Fine, then I'll shut it. Come on. Oh god, it's gonna blow up. Oh, something around the yard just made a weird sound. And I was just like, that's a bad sound. Oh, you would stop there, you needy pile of scrap steel. Oh my god, I might reload the game. Because this is like hilariously bad. Like, switching with this is atrocious, and I'm sure it's not terribly fun to watch as viewers. Well, slideshow presentation. Yeah, I'm gonna reload real quick. Oh my god, I have some frames back. Thank goodness, it's like back to 50 FPS, which makes a ton more sense. I don't know what it was struggling about earlier, but anyway. Let's go get those other cars. Relax, you. Alright, we'll swap back to the expert shovel. cars are coming with us. Love to see it. Yeah, then we gotta go hop over and go get those boys. We're gonna have a train of Splody boys. You love to see it. God, I guess the fire looks like crap in terms of the smoke it's making. But it's barely got anything in it, but then I was like, oh yeah, the damper's shut. And the cylinder cocks are open. So that all makes sense. Alright, so we gotta go over to the E10, so we just gotta throw this one lead switch, get on those cars over there, and it's gonna be great. Or, no, we're coming from the E10, we gotta get on those cars, on the E5. Blech. So yeah, just that one switch. God, it is amazing. It's like, oh, 60 FPS again. Thank God. Alright, whenever that stops, it's probably fine. I'm worried about blowing up a train full of well, I guess it won't blow up, but they're just flammable-y boys. They're not explodey boys, because they're diesel. It's like, why is the choo-choo trying to set the harbor on fire all the time now? Maybe it was because I left the fire door open. That's alright. I heard you having water in your cylinders, you needy thing. You need water in your boiler, too. I don't know, we'll get up to a few mile an hour here and try not to bang into the cars too hard. Okay, carrying the water probably close to top of the glass is probably gonna be pretty good shout. Don't turn the sand on. Okay, I guess we'll leave that open for now. Go ride from the back platform on the last tank car and make the hook. All right. Or get run over and then yeeted forcefully through the ground. Everyone's favorite. I guess I've played this game for so long now that it's like the teleporting is second nature, but it's kind of weird to actually process thinking about it, you know? It's weird. Very VR game. I mean, and obviously it is a VR game, and I've played it in VR the one time. At least the one time for YouTube, but yeah. It's pretty enjoyable in VR. It's just I'm not like the biggest VR person, you know what I mean? The model that I have is a little bit screen doory, and it's not one of the nicer VR headsets, so perhaps with like an index or something, it's fantastic, but I don't know. Okay, when do we break? Now? Now? Probably now. Oh yeah. Just a nice gentle boop. There we are. And kick the brake off, and the jobs are already both turned in. Yeah, so we got them both here. E5, E10. All right, and then C3 at the machine factory, and C3 at the city southwest. Okay, and now we see how fast we can get over there. All right, let's do it. We're gonna want some coal in the hole. Yeah, the fire's basically out. Get a good, decent fire in there. Yeah, the steam chest is full and you're just not going. I guess the air is still charging. Oh god, the air is still mega charging. It's gonna wheel slip in 3, 2. There it is. Give it a little sand, getting out of town here. And I guess we could just get the throttle on the ceiling. Do love that. Yeah, if we're gonna burn down the tank cars before, goodness. Let's not and say we did, shall we? Alright. coming up on grade crossing here. Be a good kid. There we go. Nope. Still wants the sand. And I guess with as much pressure as we're generating, I'll get the water nice and full. Well, we're not totally screwed over later. And that's killing the pressure a little bit, so we'll dial it back. We'll hook up the reverse. And there we go. Sand's off. Okay. The boys are back. I'll have to do that, see what Thin Lizzy says about copyright. So that's 15 cars. And that's 7 cars. It's 22 cars. Not ridiculous. Yeah, shut up. That's plenty of speed until we get out there. Pretty much bring the reverse gear to center here. And then we'll realign some of the switches that we left extraneously open everywhere. Oh, I'm gonna have to remember that when we get to the oil well. Remind me, viewers. Remind me when we get to the oil well that I need to check my switches. Because, we blew up stuff at all the places. So, we were real smart in our, potentially sabotaging our own game here. On the final stretch to no more debts. Having all the licenses, perhaps. I say final stretch, and then we'll blow something up, and then we'll have to raise another $500,000 to pay off Mr. John Doe. Alright, we're basically doing track speed through here. Lower the reverser just a smidgen, because we are on a 4 there, and then our water is just through the ceiling now. So we'll shut that off for a second. And now that we're on the grade, we'll use a little bit more of that steam, if we can. Goodness. It's not gonna let us, I don't think. Not unless we give it a lot of sand. Alright, there we go. Now we're obliterating the pressure. Let's get some more fuego in there. Yeah, the fire temp's not all the way up. Come on, choo-choo. You ought to be able to do this. Get it all the way back up there. Come on. Hold the pressure. Okay, line to the right. Thought I looked, but levels off for a smidgen here. So hopefully we can regain a little speed. If we make it past this, we'll probably be okay. And the pressure's back on the rise. And good lord, our water's disappeared because we leveled off. And I genuinely think the water slosh in Derail Valley is too much. And I think I know why it is. And it's funny because I've made the same mistake before. Doing math for how much does the water slosh? Oh, well, you just, you put a protractor basically on the length of the boiler and then, just multiply, right? Figure out the angle and then multiply it. Call it a day, right? Yeah, except half of the water sloshes up and the other half sloshes down, so you have to divide by 2. And I don't think they divided by 2. But anyway. We've did calcs like that and stuff when it's time to get engines in service for the first time at the museum, because obviously everyone's like, you just run on a circle track. It's like, yeah, but it's a very elevated circle. It's a very frustratingly challenging circle because of the geometry. Up a 3.5% grade, down a 4% grade, or vice versa. So it's a 7.5% grade change. You know, wanted to make sure that the water was going to be always good. You don't want to expose a crown on a real steam engine, so did some math, towed an engine around dead, the whole nine. Go choo-choo go. Use all that steam? Well, try to. Totally wide open again. We're even building against the, some water going in, which is good. And then the rest of the grade through the canyon's not so bad, so I'm hoping it's gonna be good. I think it will be. I don't know what our tonnage is on this. I guess we could do that math. Let's flip these booklets over. 315 tons, 675, so that's 690, 990. It's not even 1,000 tons. This thing should do it handily. We need more fuego. There we go, but we're gaining a little speed now. You love to see it. And the speed limit's just about to uprate, so good. Although I'd like to see more water in this thing. I guess it was a couple episodes back now. Remember, I'm recording a bunch of this stuff way in advance. I was reading comments and I was talking about the aux tender mod, and somebody asked what the aux tender was, like the oxen. No, the auxiliary tender. The other kind of ox. The weirdly spelled one. And I guess unfortunately it doesn't work, because I guess custom car loader is just entirely broken right now, and I didn't realize that was the case. So yeah, no custom rolling stock is working, which is unfortunate, because there's a lot of cool stuff out there in custom rolling stock land. Alright, we'll see if we can save a little steam now, and a little sand. Cool. Because we started losing it once we got up to track speed here. There we go. Always something to manage on this choo-choo. There's our 70. Yeah, my custom car loader, when I pull up the mod menu, is broken. But I just assumed that was because I was lazy and wrong about something with it. But I guess it's just globally broken, so you can't use the auxiliary tender mod. But aux tenders are neat. A lot of preserved steam that runs on the main uses aux tenders. 2816s used 4014, 844. It just stretches your water supply significantly. So you're adding a huge, basically, tank car full of water behind you. They're usually shaped different. Sometimes they look like a normal tender in shape without the coal bunker. Sometimes they fall off the train. Can't get back on. All citizens of the valley should have life alert. Okay, anyway. Let's get some more water in this thing now, shall we? And we're basically doing 40, which is basically track speed through here, so we'll shut the reverse back a smidgen. But yeah, the it just connects, like it just adds to your water pool. You hose from the aux tender to the primary tender, and then gravity doeth. Becomes one big tank with a space bar in the middle. And line to the lefts, okay, and we can do 70 once we get through there. Love that. Lots of water in the engine. But we are going to be leveling off shortly, so try and keep it pretty high. Come on, train. And the Berkshire said, no, I'd like to slip. It's funny, the rearranged S282 is like one of the coolest mods ever made for the game. Again, cheers to Satiric, but it kind of shows some idiosyncrasies of locomotive design when you don't optimize everything for what it is, right? Because it's still basically just the S282 in terms of weight and all that stuff. And you're not really gaining any extra benefits of it being a Berkshire. Because, you know, it just changes, you know, the adhesion and all that stuff. So it's like, you're not getting the bigger firebox and the whatever, especially because, I mean, if you look at it geometrically, like, that extra wheel's pointless, right? Because at the end of the day, it's supposed to be a 282. So it's interesting and nuanced about that. Though I guess you could probably set up something in the spring rigging to just better distribute the weight on the trailing truck and then still kick everything towards the drivers using the proper amount of leverage, which is always an interesting calc and thing to do on spring rigging, which is what we call suspension on a locomotive, steam engine at least, because we always have to have our fancy terms. Radio Summit. Radio Summit. I guess that's why there's a radio tower up there. Alright, we're getting some speed going now. We're not quite schmoving, but we're moving with some amount of haste. And that's track speed right there, that's 60. But track speed's gonna go up. And if, you know, we do in fact have 2 places to be. So, if we can get there, you know, it'd be great. A little more coal in the hole. So we're gonna be destroying the pressure in a second here. I think we're in a 70 section now. That's the speed board. And I think there's an 80, and then it goes up to like 120. Speedy boy. Yeah, pressure's on the rise. Love to see it. Yes, speed, power, beans. The beans. Yeah, there's the 12. Can we just nuke the pressure real quick? That's not quite nuking it, but let's see what we can get out of this thing. Give it all the coal. That's 90. We're not even doing 80. Come on. Now it's gonna slow down in just a second. Probably should have accelerated sooner, but oh well. Look at all the cute little wildflowers along the line. And there is that this? No, that's an 80. All right, I guess we'll be good, kids. Seeing as we have in fact murdered the pressure. We'll shut off, and we'll take a smallish set. That's about a 7-pound, half a bar, somewhere in there. And that's not quite pinching me down as much as I want. Maybe go to 10. There we go. So yeah, we're gonna go down to a 60 in just a second here. Yep, right up there. And the water's not quite the top of the glass, but that's good because we're gonna be going downhill shortly. And we're doing more than the 60, but we're decelerating nice and fine, so I'm actually gonna kick the brake off, let it recharge, and we'll hope that we don't do a kickflip at this switch. This is the tender kickflip switch. It may not be this one, it might be the next one actually that it is, but... Okay. Made it through. Light amount of steam. Still 60. And we're doing like bang on 60 perfectly. Water's out the top. The glass. We'll shut it off. And let it coast. And then we're going to be turning left at the steel mill, so we're going to have to check that switch. And then we're going to be in for some danger. Lots of potentially thrown switches all over the place. In between the steel mill and the oil well central, I guess. And look at that, look at the valley. That part's the scarred, scorched earth part over there. That part, not so much. Okay, we can be doing 90. But we're also going to be on a downhill, and We don't need to push it too hard, I don't think. I know, coming for me, really. There's sand off? Yes, okay. Can't see the band through the smoke, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to, I think it's a 50 through the junction if we go left, so gonna have to be careful there. So we'll go for another 10-ish pound set. And see if it'll bite us down. Nice and easy. Yeah, coming up on that junction. We'll go to 15. Go to a bar, basically. And that's working quite nicely. Actually, honestly, a little more than I want, but... you know, that's probably the better course of action. Okay. To the left, here we go, and it is a 50, look at that. This is like the line that I've run on this the most. And God, you guys have probably seen me run it a number of times. Where's the water? That's not good. Come back, please. We'll worry about our overspeed derailment potential at the same time here. So we're careening around this curve. It's fine. The whistle's like, woohoo, hooray! And as soon as, yeah, see, as soon as we level off, the water is out the top of the glass. And now the brakes are mad. A bunch of complainers. That's such a weird sound. I wonder how, like, what Foley they did to make that sound. All right. I think this end of the farm is probably gonna be lined up just fine. But oil well is gonna be where it gets dicey. Yeah, line to the right. That's good. My comms radio out. I think this end's gonna be fine because I'm pretty sure I just ran the switcher out that end and blew stuff up, but that was a fever dream, so. Okay, line through. Whistle says toot. Okay. Naturally, we know there's danger ahead, and we're just going to careen towards it with utmost haste. So, throttle's wide open. And I'm going to bang my head on these light poles. Yeah, because the speed limit's criminally too low through all this mess through here. Something about yard speed. I ain't going yard speed, I'm going to highball. Okay, yeah, I think we're gonna just ride on the front of the choo-choo real quick and fix what we can fix. For a second I thought it was all smoke, but that's just rocks in the background. Okay, that's line to the left, which that one needs to be the right. And I was making a whole big deal about this, and it's literally just that one switch. Well, better safe than sorry. Hello, boys! Whistle saying woohoo once again. Got lots to say today, Mr. Whistle. And that's probably good on the speed. Shut her down. And we'll go for an emergency application of 15 pounds. So we hit this 70 doing, well, now 70 actually, but that's all right. Felt like we were going faster. And we know we got that 3, we got the spicy 3 coming up somewhere. You know, it's so funny, I've not seen a single road fire caused by the S282 since. Like, I've just had them catch fire in the yard. You're like 20, dropping stuff out your ash pan, bud. Pain in butt. We have very much learned with our choo-choos, particularly 20, with the way that her ash pan was set up from the RGS, that you really need to do a good job of cleaning it and make sure you get as much out. Otherwise, stuff can fall out the back if you got too much junk piled up in there. And that's how you set the track on fire. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt a number of times over. But that's also why we have Firewatch, and we also why we have a fire hose on the engine. We knew she was going to be a pyromaniac. And there's the 3, and we're honestly a little slow in advance of it, but that's all right. We really want to like do a good job running these these next couple jobs just to get all this stuff done. So what, C3 for both of these jobs? Yes, C3 and the C3. But the first set of cars, of course, is going to Machine Factory. And then 7 cars. So after the 936 or the 963, then we change jobs. That's funny. I was expecting more spicy sounds around that. That's alright. Wait until a couple more of our cars get past that to start pulling on this. Now we'll give it a little pull. Okay. So we just went through the junction. I see the smoke at City Southwest. Got just one more little junction. We'll pull in past and back in and probably kick the cars into the C3. I guess we'll have to check the alignment on those too. Not that we blew stuff up at City Southwest, but we run a fair amount of passenger trains recently. Lord knows the switches might be all over the place. We could be doing 60 right now, but we're gonna have to slow down to 30 anyways for the bend through there. Although it's in a smidgen, so I guess we'll keep it rolling. Come on, train! Alright. There's the yard limit sign. Junction sign. Every time I see the Y and I think yard limit, but I think it's literally just junction. Which is fair. 10-pound-ish set. Yeah, we're lined into the station, which is not surprising. Safety's lifting. What a novel concept. I feel like we've been low on pressure the whole time since the hill. Okay, line to the right, line to the right. Okay, and I guess we're just not gonna blow for that crossing. It's fine. It's fine. Get some more water put in the choo-choo. And then we're gonna drastically reduce our tonnage here in just a quick second. I hate it when I have one of those intrusive thoughts of I should just kick these cars and then let the steam engine just go and then ride the kick to the stop and then chase after it, but that seems like a really stupid idea. But it's like, it would be more efficient. Yeah, but no. I don't know. What do we think, viewers? Do we do it? Do we do it? I think that's stupid. It's either you, like, it would most likely run away. Or maybe it would just stall on the grade. Because this is a small grade here. Anyway, I guess I should go back and be by the switch. I still need to try the multiplayer mod. Maybe when I'm back from Croatia. Maybe that'll be the time. It's apparently a chore to set up because it's just on a GitHub site. Okay, get that dumped. And then that'll recharge. And it'll honestly probably roll back this way anyways. And we can go line stuff for the C3, which I think is vaguely to the left up here. Not that way, but yeah. Oh, it's the straight one. Okay. Let's see. Ka-tunk, ka-tunk, all the way into the 3-eye. Okay. Where's the kitty? I know you're around here somewhere, bud. Unless they've moved them. This is, once again, one of those tests where I'll have seen the cat on screen, and you guys will notice in the video, and then I will just be clueless, like like a couple episodes ago. Where's the water tower at the thing? Huh, there isn't one. Staring at it just like that, basically. It's fine. There's probably a cat somewhere around there. Is that train rolling back towards me? Nope, not even at all. Is the air just taking that long to recover? Or is it not on the grade yet? I don't know. I thought it, like, I guess that sign just told me it was level, so that would do it. And then, which car is our job separator? Probably this one. Yeah, 936. How about that? Drake? Where's your air hose? Derail Valley. There it is. Anyone else feel like they just had a stroke? Just me? Okay. And now, in the immortal words of Patrick Star. Kicking? I want to do some kicking. Alright. Roll the reverse back. Immediately destroy the cylinders in running gear. Got a good amount of water in the boiler. If we try to not let it go too hard, like if we just kind of like let it gently go, it'll be okay, right? Right? Like how far can it get? It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Okay, so leave it water. Do that. We'll set up a little air. And bring things to a stop. And then we'll run it the other direction. Like if I just leave it in the first throttle notch and then just like a little bit of steam, it can't get into too much trouble, right? Like it just can't. In no way. Right? Right? This is stupid. Why am I doing this? Did I kick these guys with enough speed to make it? That's the other consideration. These guys may not make it all the way into the yard. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna preemptively, while I have some time, well actually, we're gonna be going from there. It's like, I need to spawn my hand car. See, he's not going crazy fast. We're gonna have to chase it on the hand car though. This is stupid. It'll run out of steam though. We know this, like, it'll be okay. I'm just gonna keep telling myself that. It's one of those things that's happened on a railroad before. And it might have been even in the preservation era, actually. Which, shush. But apparently both the engineer and fireman fell asleep, and then the train, like, throttle was wide open, bar was hooked up and whatever, but I guess the train just stalled out on the grade. Conductor, brakeman walked up to see what was up, and yeah, engine crew's just snoozing, but the pressure finally came down because the fire died back and it equalized. So I'm just gonna trust that that's gonna happen. It's in the first throttle notch, it can't go that fast. He says, sending an unmanned train at the machine factory. An unmanned train full of splody boys. I'm not like, I'm literally not even like doing this as like ooh, this would be entertaining for the YouTube. I literally like that thought popped in my head and I was like, that sounds like a fun way to challenge ourselves in this game. Put some meaning into the handcar, although I really should have kicked these faster than this. Because this is agonizing. Do. Yeah, almost there. I can't remember actually, no, I remember the last time I saw Star Wars Episode 4. This right after I saw the other one that was in theaters that led right into it, Rogue One. God, drove home from the theaters and was like, I need to watch that right now. And the drive home was basically the time between the two movies. Both fantastic, of course. That was the last time, but yet still the guy trying to blow up the Death Star, almost there. Stuck in my head for whatever reason every time a train is almost somewhere. Where do we think the S282 is? Think it's made it to that junction yet? Why did I do that? Stupid. So stupid. Get into the siding, my dudes! Still 3 cars to go. Come on. Please. I guess I could have spawned in a BE2. That would have been smarter. That's alright. Well, here we are. Playing Derail Valley the silly way. I don't want to get into debt, sends train full of hazmat, unattended. Of the ideas we've had, not a very good one. Alright, handbrake on. I don't know if it has to be between the signs, technically, or just have a truck past the sign and dump the air. Stop. Okay. And now the mad dash. The mad dash of all mad dashes. Hopefully the steam engine has water. Hopefully it's not careening back towards me after stalling on the grade and then losing steam. Hopefully the running gear is not exploded. They're needy things. You shouldn't leave them unattended. Look at that, 42 minutes, bonus payment. We didn't break anything. Love to see it. Great, fantastic. Okay, now let's go chase down our train. Work train, handcar, here we go. Okay, please go the correct direction to start. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Speed and power, speed and power, speed and power. Beans, 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 beans. The more you eat, the more you toot. I wish I knew the exact timing to get this thing really whipping, but I don't. Hopefully we see a tank car. Nope. I swear to God, if it makes it to the machine factory by itself, I'm going to laugh my butt off, and it'll probably blow up when it crests the grade. That would be unfortunate. Didn't think I was going to end this episode on foot, did you? Oh, it's definitely just tap the buttons a little bit. Maybe the locomotive saw the 10 speed sign and the whistle got excited. Oh boy. I hope it's not derailed. Why did I do this? This is the dumbest idea I've ever had. It was literally just one of those intrusive thoughts, and it was like, well, you know, we could just act on that. Where's the tank cars? Where's the tank cars? Where'd they come from? Where'd they go? Where are the tank cars, Cotton Eye Joe? Oh my God. This is dumb. We're gonna owe John Doe money again. It's fine. It's fine. It'll be fine. If I just keep saying it's fine, it'll be fine. It'll manifest the fineness of it. Oh God. Maybe I should have taken the DH4 or chased it down. Because I don't see it anywhere. Please be doing like 5 kilometers an hour up the bridge at the machine factory or something. Oh my God. You ever feel like Buster Keaton chasing after your engine on a handcar? Thankfully, I don't think the Union Army's put down any derails and hidden them with rocks. Where is my train? I left it in... God, it was 7 cars. I left it in notch 1, Connie. Oh God, here's the junction. First one. Oh my word. This is the exercise in stupidity of all time. Oh my word. Oh, why did I do this? You ever regret everything you've ever done? Maybe not everything, but a lot of things. Oh my god. Also, my dude is buff as heck, being able to run this thing this fast. Hand cars are a ton of... Oh my god, there's the train. Oh, thank god. Oh my... Oh, breath of relief. Holy crap. And it's not derailed, and it's not blown up, and okay. This is the smartest thing I've ever done. No, it's not. You imbecile. Hopefully it's got water in it. If we show up and the steam engine blows up like instantaneously, I'm gonna be pissed. Alright, we've caught you now. Dunk. It's hardly doing any speed. It's just marching up the grade. Doing what you told me, sir. Good choo-choo. Still has sand. It's got plenty of water. The fire's almost out. What the heck? Okay. Well, like nothing ever happened. I guess we'll finish the run now. That was, I was so nervous. That was the stupidest thing. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Nothing like a little variety to add some spice to your life. Good god. That's probably gonna be the title of the videos. This is the stupidest thing I've ever done in this game. It almost made it to the bridge. Just doing a casual 20 kilometers an hour. Didn't save me any time. Actually, it probably cost me time thinking about it. But it was silly. There's the machine factory. Okay, now we just gotta run through C3 and it'll be all she wrote. That was just a time. Very much one of the times of all time. Alright, let's see if we can kick the sand off, save a little bit of resources. Because we probably don't want to spend money servicing the engines. Not manually. Although I don't know if can you service? Yeah, there is coal service at Machine Factory. I guess it's one of the locations that's got everything. Make me one with everything. Yes. Dalai Lama jokes. Okay. Here we are. Probably ought to shut off and brake a little bit. Line us into the yard. Oh, don't call in that. Oh, I totally just dumped the air entirely, didn't I? Oh yeah, I left it in application. Oopsie, that's fine. Slow us down to a crawl through the switch here. Okay. And is our water gonna kill us? No, not really. Cool. I bet you the tender's empty though. Alright, C3 is gonna be Theresville. Somewhere on this side of the universe. Yeah, because it B yard's to the right. So we're lined into the C yard, which I think that was the last we ran through a couple jobs ago. So, yeah, okay. We'll just crawl in and get her tied down. And I think we'll still make the time bonus. Time bonus. Okay. We line to the... Yep, line to the right, line to the right. We're lined into the C3. You love it. I love to see it. Okay, well, let's work it down and... No, the tender's not empty. Cool. Look at that. We didn't blitz through literally all the water. We didn't derail. We sent an unmanned train full of explosives at the machine factory, and it was fine. That's officially hilarious. I'll just dump the air here. Get it all stopped and tied down. Because it looks like it's all on the track. Yep. And a handbrake. There we go. And we'll turn in the job, and that'll be that. Okay. Ciao. Yep, 51 minutes. Literally like half the time. Lots of monies. How many dollar dues do we have? 307,000. Oh my god, I think we can buy a license. Oh my god, I think we can buy a license. We have enough money to buy a Has-3, but we probably have to, yeah, we have to clear all the fees. And we do have... Oh no, the job that we burned down at the harbor. Okay, well, no license this time. Perhaps next time. Goodness, well, that was fun. I cannot recommend doing what I did at all. I'm gonna break my choo-choo off so I can stage a thumbnail shot that accurately shows the chase. But goodness, that was silly. That was silly. Literally, the intrusive thoughts won. It's just one of those things. Goodness, yeah, that's it was just it popped in my brain and was like, should we do that? And I was like, well, it'd be kind of funny. And I can't believe it worked. We assumed properly for once. Okay, and then we just simply spawn in the handcar. And yeah, there you go. Some thumbnail material. Anyways, guys, as always, thank you so much for watching. This series has been fun. This game's fun. Cheers to Derail Valley, all future devs, and cheers to you guys for watching. Goodness, what a treat. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll catch y'all next time.